Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it starts right now. Shohei Ohtani gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Dozier. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1, and we are officially underway this afternoon from Angel Stadium. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
1-2, here it comes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
So here's Joe Mauer. First pitch on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2, and Mauer swings and misses as he's retired for out number 2.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Sano will head for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with 1, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1. They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Count even at 2-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Escobar has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. He comes in hitting over 320, and to carry that kind of average, that's awfully impressive. People start to take notice. I'm noticing right now, so let's see if he's able to show us some of that hot hitting in this one.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. 1 out, nobody on. Full count still.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Justin Upton now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Gibson looks in. Here comes the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Two out, nobody on. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-1. Back up the middle. Escobar up the middle. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And Morrison in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Max Kepler will be next. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
The next Twin up, Max Kepler. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Ready on 1 and 2. Popped him up. Cozart has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1. Morrison leads off first with one away. And that misses. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Bouncer up the middle. Simmons has it, and that's the second out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Set to get his day started, Robbie Grossman. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 1-1 home. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Escobar is on his way home. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Albert Pujols. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. One strike to Pujols. Here's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Kepler's there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready now for LA, Zach Cozart. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Gibson gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kepler's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Angels are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the third. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Trout has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike one.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Two and one to the left-handed hitting Mauer. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
In now, Miguel Sano. Turned on down the line. And a diving try at third, but it's past him. A fair ball.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, Dero, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota, but they're up 1-0. Here's Luis Valbuena now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Valbuena is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Valbuena with a 2-2 count now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here up near the 340 mark. 3 homers and 21 driven in. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 2-0 count. The pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. Ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in, Martin Maldonado. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the first pitch to him. Off is Simmons. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kepler's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away. And the lineup will turn over now for the leadoff hitter, Ian Kinsler. Gibson comes set. Here comes the first pitch. 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time. Line drive to left. Oh, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. We'll see Logan Morrison start things off when we come back. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Twins are in front 1-0. Striding in once again, Logan Morrison, as we begin the top of the fourth. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. Now the 2-0. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Digging in for his second at bat, Eduardo Escobar, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First offering on its way. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Trout to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a two-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Here's Robbie Grossman as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Looped out toward third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one, but they're on top 1-0. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. High in the air down the right field line. Grossman on the move, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Justin Upton now. first pitch on its way to Upton. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
Hard hit ball to second. There is Dozier in time to first, and there are two away. Here's Albert now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. Line to the right side. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Digging in to try it again, Jason Castro. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's Kinsler at second. Reined in. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Here's Brian Dozier now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Here's a strike. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So here's Joe Mauer, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game that's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
2 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kinsler is there, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 1-0. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Sliced hard down the left field line. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Angels, and it's going to be extra bases. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensive.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
He's set, and the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. The relay throw, and he's safe. Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
That's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons.
Hey!
3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Ready for another chance? Andrelton Simmons. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And the pitch on 2-1. Line softly toward the hole. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change will be forthcoming. That'll be it for Kyle Gibson. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Phil Hughes is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Standing in now, Martin Maldonado, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. In his career, Maldonado is exactly a .220 hitter, so he'll look to improve on that if he can a little bit here.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Maldonado stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. Is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game, Boney, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game. That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Big strikeout for the 2nd out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Two men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. In there at the knees, strike 1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Valbuena at 2nd. Simmons on at 1st with 2 down. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Hughes comes set. Here it is on 0-2. Fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. Angels get just the 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, all tied at 1-1. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. First offering on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The 1-1 is low and outside for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 hit hard on the ground is short, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And there he goes towards second. There's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Into the box, Logan Morrison, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen.
No outs, nobody on. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. From the stretch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, and he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Morris, a 25-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. Now here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, Minnesota's out in front 3-1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Popped him up. And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out. Digging in once again, Justin Upton. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Two men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. First pitch coming now from Hughes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is there. And the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Noah Ramirez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robbie Grossman. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hit back toward the mound. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Grossman on at first, nobody out. Hey. 1-1 to Jason Castro.
1-1.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it. 1 out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Ready on 1 and 2. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score.
Ball 2.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Changeup, called to strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. The 2-2.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit.
The throw to third. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Miguel Sano. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and that will stretch the lead to 4 now. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here it comes, 0-2, and it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. On the ground for Kinsler. This could be 2. Simmons relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch coming now from Hughes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Here's Hughes now on 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Two and two, the count to Cole Calhoun. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the flip will come to Hughes covering for the out. Ready for another chance? Zach Cozart. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball one.
No strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Now the pitch. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. The 1-2. Ground ball left side. Escobar loves it. Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now. Here's Luis Valbuena now. It was a walk in his last trip. Hughes looks in. First pitch on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
The 0-2 on its way from Hughes. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They trail 6-1. Cannon Middleton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Eduardo Escobar standing in.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Fastball called for strike 2. Middleton, a native Oregonian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. So you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Robbie Grossman is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Escobar stands at first with 1 out. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Minnesota. They lead it 6-1. Addison Reed is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Andrelton Simmons, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The 0-1 on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Therefore, it is Dozier, and that's the first out. Ready for another shot now, Martin Maldonado. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Up around the face. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. .30 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grossman is there, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Maldonado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away. Reed sets, trying to work it full on 3-1. Full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready once again, Justin Upton. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And Dozier will put this one away to retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Jim Johnson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Brian Dozier now. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a curveball that gets him out in front for a strike.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
So here's Joe Mauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Johnson stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Miguel Sano. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And and good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Here's Albert now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now Pujols smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this ball. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot for Albert Pujols. 2 away now from the magic number 600. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now. Standing in now, Cole Calhoun. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bounce it to the left side. Sano comes up with it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Striding in once again, Zach Cozart. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nope. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Too high as he misses again here, and it's 3-0 now. Luis Valbuena will be next. The 3-0 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Digging in to try it again, Luis Valbuena. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
6-2, the final total today. The Minnesota Twins used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win. Phil Hughes claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.